This video is sponsored by Ultimate Guard. The holidays are coming, so feel free to use the link down below to order some Ultimate Guard products, like this beautiful mat pod. My issue with pods has always been the shape. I keep expecting them to roll off the table. But this one, with its ingenious shape, doesn't roll, at least very far. If you're tired of your mats getting damaged when they're stuffed in your backpack, consider picking up a mat pod from your local game store, or click on the link down below to visit Ultimate Guard's Amazon store. Welcome once again to Commander by Danon. Today's video was brought to us by Patreon supporter Borgie. Huge thanks to Borgie and the rest of my Patreon supporters. Borgie reached out asking for an Ezuri Claw of Progress commander deck, and I was more than happy to oblige. If you're enjoying my content, please like and subscribe. I really appreciate the support, and if you liked the deck list, consider sharing this video as well. Ezuri Claw of Progress is a 4-mana 3/3 legendary Phyrexian elf warrior. Whenever a creature with power 2 or less enters the battlefield under our control, we gain an experience counter. Additionally, at the beginning of combat on our turn, we put X +1/+1 counters on another creature we control, where X is the number of experience counters we have. So we want lots and lots of small creatures in our color identity to take advantage of Ezuri, as well as some +1/+1 counter shenanigans. But we'll need more than hardened scale effects to build a functional commander deck, and for that, we turn to our handy-dandy checklist. 50 mana sources, usually split between 37 lands and 13 pieces of ramp, 10 pieces of card advantage, 8 to 10 pieces of spot removal, 2 to 3 board wipes, 2 pieces of graveyard hate, and 1 sudden I win card. Quick announcement before we get into our video. I started streaming on Twitch. There's a link down below in the video description, but the address is twitch.tv/DanonWildfire. Feel free to swing by. I'll be talking about Commander, anime, manga, or whatever else chat wants to discuss. I should have a schedule hammered out soon, so stay tuned for further announcements. Command Tower, Exotic Orchard, Misty Rainforest, Verdant Catacombs, Scalding Tarn, Wooded Foothills, Polluted Delta, Breeding Pool, Rejuvenating Springs, Dreamroot Cascade, Hinterland Harbor, Rimewood Falls, Tangled Islet, Yavimaya Coast, Bark Channel Pathway, Simic Growth Chamber, Reliquary Tower, Scavenger Grounds, Karn's Bastion, Oran Reef the Vastwood, Novjin Heart of Progress, 8 forests, and 6 islands make up our land base. If you're on a budget, just replace the fetches with basics. Virtue of Strength, Kami of Whispered Hopes, Incubation Druid, Llanowar Elves, Sakura Tribe Elder, Rishkar Pima Renegade, Birds of Paradise, Fertilid, Wood Elves, Maraleaf Pixie, Soul Ring, Arcane Signet, 3 Visits, and Rampant Growth help us to ramp out and stay ahead of the curve. Fathom Mage, Cold-Eyed Selkie, Beast Whisperer, Eternal Witness, Toothy Imaginary Friend, Coiling Oracle, Muldrifter, Toski Bearer of Secrets, Experimental Augury, Tezzeret's Gambit, Tribute to the World Tree, and Rhystic Study help us to dig through our deck and keep our hands full. Rhystic Study is the only really expensive card here, so if you're on a budget, replace it with Pull from Tomorrow. Reclamation Sage, Beast Within, Counterspell, Negate, Trigon Predator, Simic Manipulator, Mystic Snake, Bane of Progress, Scavenging Ooze, Heroic Intervention, Ripples of Potential, Plasm Capture, and Quandrix Command help us to keep our opponents in line. Cyclonic Rift, Filter Out, and Ezuri's predation help us to clear the board and keep our opponents in line. If you're on a budget, replace Cyclonic Rift with one of the mass bounce spells, like Consuming Tide. Sage of Hours, Elusive Otter, Forgotten Ancient, Chasm Skulker, Cultivator of Blades, Avenger of Zendikar, Managorger Hydra, and Scute Swarm are how we plan on winning. Supporting our plan, we've got Herald of Secret Streams, Champion of Lampholt, Double Major, and the Ozolith. To help us put additional counters on our creatures, we're also running Thrumming Bird, Simic Ascendancy, Pure Imaginative Rascal, Master Biomancer, Evolution Sage, Varel of the Hullclade, Hadana's Climb, Inexorable Tide, Vorinclex Monstrous Raider, and Doubling Season. If you're on a budget, replace Vorinclex and Doubling Season with Hardened Scales and Branching Evolution. Now that we have our deck list, let's compare it to our checklist. 49 mana sources split between 35 lands and 14 pieces of ramp. A little light, but our curve is low, so it's fine. 12 pieces of card advantage, 13 pieces of interaction, 3 board wipes, 2 pieces of graveyard hate in Scavenging Ooze and Scavenger Grounds, 1 sudden I win card in Simic Ascendancy. Just kidding, it's obviously Sage of Hours. The idea of this deck is to put so many counters on Sage of Hours that we take an insane number of turns and then just win the game. With Simic Ascendancy. I tried to keep the theme going of +1/+1 counters, but I wanted to have mostly small creatures to trigger Ezuri. If necessary, we can just beat people to death with Toothy though. Do you have an Ezuri Claw of Progress commander deck? What theme did you go with? Leave a comment below. Thanks for tuning in. Once again, a huge shout out to my editor cutestuff. I couldn't make these videos without her. If you'd like to hire her to edit your own videos, she can be reached at cutestuff.edits@gmail.com. Link is down below. If you're looking for ways to support the channel directly, you can head on over to patreon.com/Danon. For only $25, you too can have a commander video built at your request. If the tier is sold out, please don't stress. Just check back in a week or so. I regularly have people join for a couple of months and then cancel. But there's only so much time in the month, so I do have to put a cap on it. I also wanted to give a quick shout out to all of my patrons: Waffles, Jiraiya, Danny, Muffins, Marcus, Squishy, Brett, Roxy, Josh, Sean, Pob Zombie, Mark, Alex, Borgie, Jake, Exiled Rogue, Noswin, Pedro, Airnor, Tom, Echo Fox, and Midge. You guys are awesome. I post new Commander Deck videos every weekday, so be sure to subscribe and ring the bell to be notified of new videos. Again, thanks for watching, and I'll see you all again next time on Commander by Danon.